Hi guys, this is in case you missed it for September 11th, 2020. This is DMR Cycle 1. We've started Cycle 1 and we will continue with Cycle 1 next week. We are going to go to this first page. Normally we'll have 7 minutes to do this, so you can take that 7 minutes to work this. We're going to start with this problem right here. We're going to be subtracting. Let me go grab my pencil and we will get started. So I have 845,037 minus 817,546. First thing I'm going to do is I'm going to rewrite my numbers, and I'm going to write them kind of wide so I have space. So 8,400, I'm sorry, 8,400, I can't even say it, 845,037 minus 817,546. Please forgive me, I'm getting used to a new pen. 7 minus 6 would be 1. I cannot take 4 from 3, and I cannot borrow from the 0, so I go to the 5. It becomes a 4. The 10, it has to become a 9. And then the 3 can become a 13. And 13 minus 4 leaves me with 9. 9 minus 5 leaves me with 4. I cannot take 4. I cannot take 7 away from 4. So my 4 over here, let me change my color so you can see it. My 4 has to become a 3, and my 4 over here becomes a 14. I don't know if you can see it, so I'm going to redo it. 14 minus 7 is 7. 3 minus 1 is 2. So you should have 27,491. Let's do checks here. You're going to get a check for each one of your borrowing and regrouping. So here are these. You made the 3 into a 13, the 10 into a 9, the 5 into a 4, and then into a 14, the 4 into a 3. And then you get the right answer. So this is worth 5 check marks or 5 stars, however you want to look at it. In multiplication, what we did was 154 times 25. Okay, as we look at that, we're going to use a strategy where we're looking just at the ones place to start. I'm doing my ones place in green. So I start with my 5. 5 times 4 is 20. There's the 2 in my 20, the 0 in my 20. 5 times 5 is 25, plus 2 is going to be 27. There's my 2 in my 27, there's 7 in my 27. 5 times 1 is 5, and then plus 2 is going to give me 7. So my first partial product is 770. Okay, I'm going to go get another color. I'm going to get, let's get purple, pinky purple. We're going to go ahead and mark these out because we've already used them. We're going to change the 5 into a 0 because now we're multiplying by 20. You can clearly see the 20 right there. Okay, the first thing I'm going to do with my 20, we're going to take the 0 and the 20, we're going to put it in our trailer box, and we're going to trail that straight down to the second partial product. The ones place in the second partial product is always going to be 0. Then we're going to multiply 2 times 4, which is 8. 2 times 5, which is 10. So we have to carry our 1, put down our 0. Sorry. And then 2 times 1, which is 2, plus 1 is 3, for 3,080. Then we add, so we're just going to go back up, get a pink color. We're going to add 0 plus 0 is 0. 7 plus 8 is 13. Carry my 1. 7 plus 1 is 8. And bring down my 3. So my product of 154 times 25 is 3,850. Let's go ahead and put in our check marks. So we're going to get our check marks for our crossouts and our carries, a check mark for changing that to a 0, and a check mark for trailing it down to your second line. You get a check mark for 770, that first partial product, and another check mark for 3080 for your second partial product. So first partial product here, second partial product there. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and of course getting the right answer. So you're going to have 6 check marks. Okay, so 5 and 6, if I combine those, I have 11 already, and we have one more problem to do. Okay, grab my dark blue again. So this is estimate. Now when we estimate, we're trying to make math easy. We're going to look for the largest place value they have in common, and in this case, it happens to be the tens place. We're going to go circle a number next door. Okay, I have to decide, does the 5 make the 4 rise up? Pretend you have a balloon in your hand. Okay, so we're going to see if 5 makes that 4 rise up to a 5. So we're going to get rid of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. If I let go of the balloon string, it's going to go up, and so 34 becomes 35, or 350. So let me look, there's not my cursor. So that will be 350. If we look at 23, if I had a balloon in my hand with the 3 in it, I let go of 1, 2, 3 fingers, 3 fingers. Is my balloon string still going to be there? And it is. So we are going to make that a 20. Let me get my eraser real quick. Oh, we all make mistakes. Okay, 20. Okay, we're going to multiply. Now, in this case, we have something special because we have 2 things in the trailer. See right there, 2 zeros in the trailer. So we're going to move both of those zeros down into our product. 1, 2. And now we've used those, so I'm going to cross them out. Now I'm left with this problem over here, 35 times 2. Now we're trying to make the math really easy. I'm going to go grab my blue pen again. So 2 times 5 is 10. So here's my 0 and my 10. Carry my 1 and my 10. And 2 times 3 is 6, plus 1 is 7. So my answer is 7,000. There's our stars for this. Changing the 345 to 350, the 23 to 20. Putting your trailing zeros in a box, trailing them down to the bottom, and getting the right answer. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 stars there. Yay, or 5 checks. Sorry, forgot I'm doing check marks this year. So 5 plus 5 is 10, and 10 plus 6 is going to give me 16. So on your page, calculate the number of stars you got, and that goes, or number of checks you got, and that goes right there on your piece of notebook paper. Okay? Now we're going to come over and we are going to look at this page, problem solving. Okay, so you're going to normally have about 5 minutes to do the problem solving, so we're going to walk through this one today together, and then next time on the next problem solving, what I would like you to do is to stop the video, take the time, go through the problem solving, and then go ahead and check it with me. So today, if we're doing it together, we're going to go grab our pen. So when Paisley was 5 years old, she started collecting pennies. She collects an average of 24 pennies per week. How many pennies will she collect after 27 weeks? So we need a question. So our question is, how many pennies will she collect after 27 weeks? Well, what do we know? She collects an average of 24 pennies per week. We have to ask ourselves, does it matter when she's 5? It really doesn't in this case because it's just 27 weeks, so we're going to go just mark an X. Okay, so our data. Sorry, 24 pennies. Oops. Sorry, guys. Pennies. It's hard to write with this. Per week, and I'm just going to abbreviate week like that. and she gets 27 weeks. So we could add 24 pennies, 27 times, but the easiest way to do this is repeated addition or multiplication. So our plan is to multiply. And what are we going to multiply? We're going to multiply the number of weeks times pennies per week. Or per is a fancy word for each. So that means I'm going to take 27 and I'm going to multiply it by 24. Now, if you choose to multiply 24 by 27, that's fine. Just this way, I like to multiply with 2s and 4s better than 2s and 7s. And, 2 times 3 is the same as 3 times 2, so you can flip them over if you want. So 4 times 7 is going to give me 28. 4 times 2 is 8, plus 2 is 10. So my first partial product is 108. I'm going to go change colors. I'm going to go get a light blue. We're going to cross that out. We're going to zero this out. We're going to trailer it. And we're going to drop it right down there. So there's your 0. Then we're working with our 20. So 2 times 7 is going to be 14. There's only 1 in my 14. 4 in my 14. 2 times 2 is 4, plus 1 is 5, or 540. And now we simply add these together to get our total. 8 plus 0 is 8. 0 plus 4 is 4. And 5 plus 1 is 6 for 648. Now, we have to go check and see if it's reasonable. And what I usually do for checking is estimation. So I look at 27, and it would round up to 30. Whoops, I don't know why I keep doing that with my groups. Okay. We round up to 30. And then my 24. My 24 would just round down to 20. And then I've got my double trailer zeros again. Right here. So I'm just going to put those down there. And then 2 times 3 is 6 for 600. 648 to 600, is that reasonable? It actually is. It's in a good range. And so we have a reasonable answer. Okay, in case you missed it, I'll be adding some more later on today into the announcements. And you can see some more. It's going to be a little bit. I'm trying to get everything done. So just be patient with me, and I will see you on the video again later.